right, let's get it. What it do? DrDandruff is in the building, y'all. You already know how the rhyme can get. Y'all already know what time it is. But first, we got to get up in that intro, man. We got a dope interview coming up right now. Let's get into that interview. Let's talk our shit on some real shit. Let's get it. Dandruff style. Let's roll.
Coming from a land where no one gives one fuck. It's the Dr. Dandruff Show with Dr. Dandruff.
So ain't nobody praying for me, I'm on your head.
Because we didn't need nobody to kill nobody. You better beat your ass up and down the street. You run the crimes that you get out.
You cannot go to jail.
This is a podcast about news, relationships, child support, and everything your long nipple baby mama can't fathom. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Dandruff.
Run from them, run.
Hey, what it do? DrDandruff is in the building, man. Hey, Vegas spot. This is my first episode, so I am fucking stoked. Yeah, you see the painting that hasn't took place yet. I taped it, man. Y'all motherfuckers is tripping. It's in process. Well, without further ado, man, we're gonna dive into this interview. I got a dope MC right here, man. That I took it a liking to him. You know, I heard his cuts. My boy's on some shit, on some real shit, man. Y'all give it up for my boy, man, on some real shit. We got my boy Young Dice in the building, y'all. Let's get it.
Glad to have me on here, man. You know what I mean?
So what's good? I mean, shit, my boy. For those that don't know you, where you from? Go ahead, sit back.
Yeah, I'm from San Pedro. You know what I'm saying? I did a little time up the road in Florida. I grew up in California. I'm Cuban. You know what I'm saying? I make this music for the struggle, man. I'm like, basically.
Yeah. Bring the mic a little closer. My bad.
Good. What about right there?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I just make the music for the struggle, man. Hopefully, just give people an incentive to be able to keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because my music basically gave me motivation.
Okay, I mean, so you come from the struggle. You said San Pedro, right there by Rancho. You're right there. Okay.
City, yeah.
Shout out to the Ranch boys. I don't know what you're talking about, San Pedro. Hey, San Pedro with it, man. That shit ghetto.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dive into it. My boy, what influenced you as far as like what sparked the flame in your ass where you were like, you know what, I got to do music. I need to do music.
Well, you know, funny thing you say that. I mean, like I grew up listening to Tupac and Too Short and all that, but what really sparked that flame was Cash Money, man. When Cash Money had that Juvenile, Lil Wayne, they had them, I was like, shit, I'm doing the same thing they doing. They talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, and that's what kind of.
Shout out to the Noyas. I mean, the Noyas was doing that hard. I mean, that 400 degrees, or what was it? That
it was Block is Hot.
Yeah.
Juvenile, BG came out with the bling bling. And,
man, BG was so hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is like early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. This is early 2000s, late 90s.
Okay.
When I started taking it serious.
And that's where you got your influence from Cash Money?
No, that's where it got my drive to be like, okay, I can do this like legitimately on a grander level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now what gave my actually motivation, my thought process, and just the way I rap, more of Tupac and Too Short. Those two played probably the hugest factor in my influence.
That's what's up. I mean, Too Short has got to be the sickest motherfucker.
Yeah,
I mean,
Banks, they used to talk about the hoes.
We're doing big things. Like that's the thing to do. Big things, baby. I mean, Ant Banks is hard, dog.
He was like one of the best producers at that time. I mean, he was back.
Shout out Ant Banks on some real shit. That guy right there, man. He slept on. Not a lot of people know who Ant Banks is. Yeah. And I'm glad. You know
all Too Short's beats back in the day, like the Freaky Tales, curse words, all that was all Ant Banks.
Yeah, that's some real shit. That shit is fucking wild. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, so Cash Money had your drive. Like, who did you like from Cash Money? I mean, I know that you had BG, you had Juvenile, you had Manny Fresh.
It was kind of ups and downs, you know. At that point in time, I was rapping with a little group in Pedro, and all them dudes was older than me. So in some ways, I felt like Wayne is the younger one, but then in other ways, you know, BG, he was just street and hood. You feel me? So I mean, I think they all kind of played a little similar role. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't really get my style from them, but they kind of let me know that, hey, people like me can make it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, anybody can make it.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm saying people from from a bad area or people that didn't have the means or the avenues.
Right. I mean, yeah, because when you say shit like that, it's like, my boy, like, come on, Young Dice is in the building. Like, I heard you spitting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your first album.
That Crapped Out.
Yeah, that Crapped Out is silly, dog. I mean, that shit was wild on some real shit, man. You had a couple bangers on there. Shout out your boys. How many features did you have on it?
Well, it was the second one that had all the features. That's when I had and Solo, Karma, Mike Luch, BN now. I had Pharaoh,
right,
Funky Town.
Okay.
It was a bunch of them, man. But
so,
on the first one, I didn't have any features.
I know I might get a little ahead of myself, but you dropped your album that first one that I had listened to was
Crapped Out.
The Crapped Out.
Right.
Was that after the prison sentence or was that before?
Right, it's after the prison sentence.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean, you want to dive into that? I mean, we can get into
that.
Yeah,
okay. Well, in prison, I dropped 2 mixtapes. Right. And they're on SoundCloud. And you can go look at it's 80 Baby with a 90 Baby swag. And that's kind of where I did the EP, and I did it off of Band Lab, and I was in prison. And then I released that. And then once I got released and I got out, then that's when I dropped Crapped Out. 4 months after I got out, it was dropped April 420. It was dropped on 420.
Right.
2021. And then I dropped Crapped Out January 12th, which was a year after my mom passed away, the same day.
Okay.
I dropped it January 12th after 2022.
Right.
So,
I mean, you want to dive into that? Like, I mean,
which one?
I mean, just as far as you just going to prison, like, I mean, were you in the hood? What happened?
Yeah, okay, well,
I mean, let's dive into your story.
Okay, when I was in prison, when I first started, boom, I was trafficking cocaine to Florida. Boom, I was in Florida. I was out there going back and forth from California to Florida, California, Florida. You know what I'm saying? And then basically a dude ended up snitching on me, dude Sweet Pea, whatever his name is.
What?
He snitched on me. While I'm on bond, while I'm in jail, I had a Nevia hold. You know, that's where basically you have to prove that your money that you're bonding out with is legal for you to be able to bond out.
Or it's evidence, yeah.
Right. So I had a Nevia hold. So boom, after about 2 weeks or so, I'm able to prove that the money is legitimate. I bond out. I was on bond for like a year fighting the case. You know what I'm saying? But then when they came at me with a plea, with a 3-year minimum mandatory, and I didn't take it. The reason I did not take it is because my daughter was just born. So I was like, okay, she was just literally born. It's about to be Christmas, her first Christmas, my first child. I kind of wanted to stay out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, well, let's get it continuous. I told the lord to get it continuous. He got a continuous to February 17th.
Oh, so you're fighting your case from the outs.
Right.
Okay.
So February 17th, that 3 days before that court date happened, I get busted again for distributing firearms. Another dude snitched on me. And
shit.
That's why I got caught with that. And then it was a wrap from there, and I ended up pleading out to 30.
Damn. So, I mean, and this buddy, was he a buddy of yours, that old boy that dropped dime on you?
No, okay, well, say the first dude that dropped, because there's actually two dudes.
There's 2 dudes.
Right, the first dude that dropped the dime on me, he was like a middleman. He always knew somebody that wanted something.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him, and I'm like, okay, look, boom, boom, boom. That's how he sets me up. Okay, now while I'm on bond, the other dude sets me up. I try to put him on point.
Oh, so you were on bond when you got caught?
The second time.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. They try to offer me 30 years. I ended up taking 15.
Damn.
Because I was like, okay, well, fuck. When I get out, when I get on bond, when I'm on bond fighting the case, okay, I see a dude who's supposed to be with some bitch, but the female looks familiar to me. So I'm like, damn, where the fuck do I know that from? Boom, it clicks in my head. She was part of the raid when they stuck me. So I was like, okay, so I called him up. I told him, bro, that bitch that you with, that's the feds, bro. She was part of my case. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
So, but little do I know, while I'm talking to him, literally like maybe, I guess, a few minutes later or before or whatever, they had already busted him. So when I called him, he's already cooperating. So he's on the he's recording me. So while I'm talking to him, that's tampering with a police investigation. I'm letting him know that that's the officer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. So that's already one charge.
That's another charge, yeah.
Right. Now I'm willing to sell him firearms. This is how I get with the conspiracy to distribute firearms. After I tell him that's a police officer, I'm like, yeah, I'm selling the guns.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not thinking that he's fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, fuck it.
I'm about to get paid.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. No, it wasn't even about pay, because I actually told him I'd give him for the same price I get it for. I was just thinking some dumb shit, like if fucking he did something to her, then my case would be good, but that wouldn't have been the case anyway.
So they gave you a plea. They offer you a plea bargain
before I got busted the second time.
No, yeah. I mean, what did you end up doing the stretch for? Because I know you did what, 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years.
Damn, 15 years, y'all. That's some crazy shit.
Day for day, no.
And then what was it? It was what? Trafficking guns or what?
No, it was trafficking cocaine and distributing firearms.
Damn, them motherfuckers ain't fucking around. The ATF, all them motherfucking federales, they ain't fucking around, dog.
That's why I'm just laying down doing my music. You know what I'm saying? Telling dudes out there, man, that prison life ain't the life.
Hell no. So you go to prison for 15 years. I know you writing like a motherfucker in there.
Oh yeah. I said, man, it's so many albums that I got out that I've never even released. I literally wrote an album every year. And just didn't release it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I just kept it for a rainy day, I guess. You know, if I ever have writer's block.
I mean, I don't think you ever get writer's block. Not with 15 years, motherfucker. You and that motherfucker in the shoe, whatever. Did you end up getting shipped out? I mean, because you got busted in Florida, right? Huh? You got busted in Florida?
I ended up going to almost every prison in Florida.
Damn.
I was on CM a couple times, a couple assaults. Yeah, it was.
No, I hear you. I mean, shit. So all Florida you went through. Did it ship you out? Or?
No.
Okay, so you didn't come west. You didn't come that out?
No.
Oh, okay.
West was filled up. I was trying to get an interstate compact because my mom and everybody lived out west.
Right.
And I'm from the west, so I was trying to get an interstate compact. But at that time, California was full, so they weren't allowing anybody to come into the system. They were trying to get people out.
So you did all the 15 years without one visit from your family?
No, my mom visited me one time. She came down there one time, and my brother visited me one time.
Shout out moms on some real stuff. I mean, that's probably your rock. That's your. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Oh yeah. She definitely held me down. I mean, that's another reason why I fight for the music game, man, because she still by me 15 years. So if I get out and I go back to prison, I feel like all her sacrifices were in vain. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like I got to do whatever I need to do to not get there, just so her sacrifices won't be in vain. I mean, 15 years, she's still by me, and then I get out, and 4 or 5 months after I get out, she passes away from COVID. You feel me?
Yeah, so she held on. I mean,
right.
Or got sick after.
Right, and at least I got to see her, spend some time with her, and all that. But
that's what's up.
That's what keeps me focused. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be out here with nothing, eating out of a trash can, than in prison eating good. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's some real shit, because that shit's crazy. I mean, motherfuckers go to prison all the time like it's nothing. I mean, once you take for granted your freedom, you will know more or less, like, hey, this shit's for the birds. Yeah. This shit's crazy. So y'all motherfuckers get your shit together on some real shit. My dad's still going to jail. I'm like, motherfucker, you 60 years old. Get your old. He was an OG at 12. I'm like, dude, knock it off. The motherfucker got a B number, all types of shit, but that's another story. You're right here with my boy, man. Young Dice in the building. So you right there, you're writing albums and albums. You said you wrote an album every year.
Every year, and I just put it up, and just when I make it big or whatever, that's I'm gonna drop those. You know what I'm saying? Those are gonna be the underground. It's like when Cash Money came out, and they had all these albums that weren't mainstream. It was like, whoa, BG got 9 albums. This guy got all these albums. So it's gonna kind of be the same thing when I get out. When I make it in the industry and I make it to the level that I need to be at or that I want to be at, then I'm just gonna push those out slowly. Those are just gonna be the mixtapes, the unheard tapes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We should have put your flyer up. I mean, shit, we could have put your flyer up. You got a show coming up, right?
I do. I have on the 29th, I'll be at Ninja Karaoke on South Main Street. And because they got 2 of them. They got one in Chinatown and one in downtown South Main Street. So I'm going to be on the one in South Main Street on the 29th. And August 3rd, man, I'll be at Boulder Station. It's a big festival going on that whole weekend. And I'll be at August 3rd. The show starts from 8 to 11. And that's going to be big. That's going to be huge. There's going to be a lot of producers, a lot of managers, a lot of record labels there. So I'm looking forward to that one. And on the 29th, I'll have a 10-minute set, and on the 3rd, I'll have a 5-minute set. So you guys will be able to hear a lot of music.
Can I use it for the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Your flyer?
Yeah, absolutely.
For the 29th?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I got it. We'll put it up for the thumbnail, and you know what I'm saying, for this interview.
Yeah,
I appreciate you for stopping by. I mean, that shit's crazy, dog. Like, your story is wild. I mean, the 15 years just blows my mind, you know what I'm saying? For motherfuckers to just be on some rat shit, it's just crazy as fuck, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, motherfuckers ain't solid anymore. No. That's just crazy. But anyhow, so let's get into this, dive into some questions.
Okay.
Favorite album of all time?
Favorite album of all time?
Whether it's rap, rock, just something you can listen to.
I'm gonna
all
go
day.
with. I'm gonna have to say Tupac, man. I know a lot of people would say.
Which
a lot of people say All Eyes on Me, but I'm gonna say Are You Still Down? That double album that came out after Machiavelli,
right?
Because it was like, even though he was already passed away when the album dropped, but it had like little songs like Hellraiser, Mama Raise That Hellraiser, that and Fuck All Y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie to keep you to the chicks.
Was it to the end of time?
No. To the end of time, that became after.
That was a double too, right?
Mm-hmm, that was double two. He
Damn,
dropped like 3 or 4 double albums. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for me, the Don Illuminati was the best shit, dog. The Machiavelli was stupid. The 7 Day Theory was off the chain. So you like the...
Me and my girlfriend that live and die in L.A.
Man, that shit was classic, dog.
That, A White Man's World.
Hey, that motherfucking, just like Daddy, come on. I mean, that whole shit was banging, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only that, he was dissing motherfuckers, fuck Jay-Z, fuck all them motherfuckers.
Really, even Me Against the World was hard. That's what I see. Death Around the Corner and Shed So Many Tears.
And Pac's in the tabloids right now. I heard they just raided somebody's house in Vegas. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just raided, that had something to do with Pac's death. Because he did die here in Vegas, so which is legendary. Okay, we got it. Okay, besides Pac, if you could bring anybody back from the dead to work with, who would it be?
If I could bring back anybody from the dead
besides Tupac.
I guess I would go with Easy.
Hey, shout out Easy, man. Easy's so hard, man, on some real shit. And he's fucking buried right there in Whittier, right next to my hood. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy.
DMX dead too?
Who?
DMX and he did too?
DMX died, yeah. Rest in peace, Earl.
Yeah,
he died.
Me and Biggie just wouldn't have clicked. I mean, Biggie's raw. He's raw. Don't get it wrong. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I got a hold of the West Coast, East Coast thing, and it's just, I always had, I don't have a problem with these. I love the East, you feel me? Me and Mike Luch from New Jersey, we're dropping a joint album.
Shout out Mike Luch on some real shit.
You feel me? So I mean, it's just, it came from an era when it was like, if you wasn't West, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to really just, I like Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z over Biggie.
Do you really?
I do.
Shit, I mean, fucking Big's the one that damn near, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jay-Z just looked up to Big. Well, everybody did.
I don't even count Big on Tupac or one of them dudes level just because of his material. He dropped one album. Let's say 50 Cent would have died right after Get Rich or Die Trying.
He's still diamond.
I know. We would have swore that it was like, if DMX would die right after his first 2 albums.
Yeah, I know.
But he didn't, and he wasn't able to continue. So who says that Biggie would have continued? He might have not. We're speculating. You know
Speculation. He had 2 albums.
Right. Yeah, so one of them was after he died already.
Isn't that like the best shit that comes out after they die? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because Machiavelli was right after he died.
That shit's crazy, dog. I mean, because that shit's wild as fuck, man. He had that life.
I just feel like him and Biggie, Tupac and Biggie were in the game just about the same amount of time. And Tupac has triple Biggie's albums. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, he had a lot of content. I mean, the guy lived in the studio.
So that shows Biggie's worth ethic.
Yeah, well, I mean, Biggie was just more raw, more freestyle. Listen, he was just, I mean, I think Pac will get murked. I know Pac will get murked in a freestyle battle. It's proven. I mean, we've seen the videos.
Well, it depends on what, I mean, a freestyle of what, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you got different vibes and different flows. Tupac was more of an emotional rapper.
He was a poet at the end of the day. He was a writer.
Right. He's going to say stuff that's going to touch you. That's going to feel you. Whereas to Biggie, he's gonna say stuff to make you think.
Biggie touched me. That whole Ready to Die had me like, dude.
The
everyday struggle was real, dog.
Yeah,
Suicidal thoughts was real, dog. You know what I'm saying? When I die, I want to go to hell because I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard to fucking tell. Like, he was like, man, I ain't shit. I ain't got shit, man. My mother got cancer in her breast. Don't ask me why I'm stressed. I'll run up on you with a gun. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, that's why I fuck with Big, because he's more raw. He's more real. Like, I mean, not more real, but at the end of the day, Pac was more, of a poet. Pac will murk him in the song. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Pac will kill you in the song.
And he had heart. He just didn't, he was just small.
Yeah, little man syndrome, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's dive into another question. Okay, we got, if you could put 4 artists in a group right now, dead or alive, who would it be? 4.
Okay, we gotta go Pac.
Pac, okay.
Gotta put him in that group.
Okay, Pac's shooting hard.
You know what? I'm gonna fuck the game up. We're gonna go Drake.
Okay. Okay, we got Pac, Drake.
We got Pac.
Drake can sing, he can rap.
Yeah,
He's
we got
hard.
Pac, we got Drake.
Okay.
We got damn, I was just listening to him. I'm gonna really flip it. Eminem.
Okay. Pac, Drake,
Eminem. And then you know what?
we got Canada,
off-ball.
Baltimore, and motherfucking wait, who you say? You said Drake is for Canada. You got Pac, LA, Baltimore,
Yeah.
and then you have
What did you say?
fuck, I already forgot. Goddamn. So Drake, Pac, and who did you say? I just damn near forgot. God damn. There goes your fucking group. There goes your damn group. See what I'm talking about?
Oh shit. Damn, I just said something.
Everybody, we see the comments of this motherfucker. They're like, dude, are you guys serious? Like, you guys you talk to 100.
Damn.
Okay, we got Drake. We got Pac.
Eminem.
There you Detroit. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
Detroit.
Detroit.
And then we'll just throw in the mix with another great man, Lil Wayne.
So we got Wayne,
That's a crazy group right there.
Eminem, Drake, and Pac.
That's
Damn,
a crazy
that's a
group.
cold group on some real shit. I mean, you got Drake with the hooks.
Right.
You got Pac just
The
vicious.
grittiness, the grittiness.
Yeah, you got Wayne just on some lyrical
He's gonna
shit.
adapt. Yeah, he's gonna adapt.
And then Eminem's just the greatest, the GOAT of all time. You know what I'm saying?
There's gonna be some songs off the chest, or you can even take one of them and put Kendrick in there.
Oh no, hey, ladies and gentlemen, he's trying to get carried away now. He wants Kendrick coming off the bench. That ain't gonna happen. He got Kendrick coming off the bench, y'all. That's crazy. No. How do you know I didn't have Kendrick? You want to trade? You want to throw Pac in there? I mean, Pac coming out, man. Hey, shout out K-Dot, man. On some real shit. K-Dot's so raw.
Yeah,
he's so vicious, man.
He's rhyming 6 and 7 syllables at a time. Shout out Picture of Ink, man.
Just like him.
That's what I'm saying. Their style of just.
The Montandres are stupid. Like
they're gonna step each other's game up, because me personally, that's why I like doing features. If I'm featured with somebody,
you gotta come hard.
Yeah,
you gotta come hard.
My whole flow is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feed off that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now we're gonna build something that wouldn't have been built solo. You know what I'm saying? Singly.
On some real shit. But y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know how the round can get. We're gonna get into our first segment of the motherfucking Dandruff Show. Here we go. This is the Not So Murder on This Day. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the segment of the Not So Happy Murder on This Day.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Bruce Lee, man. Bruce Lee had died today, July 20th. Back in the days, I always do this shit. Whether it was a murder, whether it was a homicide, whether it was a suicide. This is the Not So Happy segment of the show. Bruce Lee, man, one of the greatest martial artists of all time, man, had died of cerebral edema. Am I saying it right? Edema is excess accumulation of fluid, like that just runs through your brain. It fucks up everything. Symptoms vary based on the location and extent of edema, and generally include headaches, nausea, vomiting, seizures, drowsiness, visual disturbances, dizziness. I mean, Bruce Lee was fucked up on some real shit. So rest in peace, Mr. Bruce Lee, who was the greatest of all time, man. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? And who had died July 20th today in 1973, man.
How old would he been?
I don't know. He'd be fucking, I don't know. He'd be like a kung fu dinosaur. To tell you the truth. But I like to do that. I like to bring in a little. I like to bring in a little history. You know what I'm saying? Why do I keep hitting that motherfucking? My bullshit. All right, my bad, y'all. But we back in the building. We back in the building, man. I got my boy Young Dice in the building, y'all. Give it up on some real shit. We're gonna get back into this motherfucking interview. So my boy Young Dice, I mean, what you got going on right now? I mean, as far as, are you working on an album? Or are you working on?
I actually got a couple projects out right now. I got a project out with Mike Luch that it should be dropping within this next month. We're just finishing up the last couple songs, getting mixed and mastered. It's a joint album. You know, he's from New Jersey, I'm from Cali, and the album's called Twin Towers because, you know, the original towers were the south and the north.
Right.
So we're the west and the east tower. And
okay.
So, you know, we got, like I said, we got the song done. We got some production on there by Joe Allende. We got Aunt Solo on there doing a feature. The Great Sunset Tone. You know what I'm saying? So we got some good producers on here. Mike Luch himself produced a couple tracks, and you know, this is my first joint album, and I think it's real hot. You know, and shortly after that, I'll be dropping the Conversations album with Karma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is basically it's like it's a duet album, like how back in the day when Bobby Brown and
New Edition.
No.
When they did
or Babyface and what's the girl that they did the album together? Whitney Houston or something? Or
Whitney Houston?
I don't know.
You talking about Tammy Terrell, Marvin Gaye type shit?
No, it was Babyface. And
who was the girl? I don't know.
I don't know who the girl was. I can look it up.
He's out looking it up.
It made me want to look it up.
Babyface. Who did a track? I mean, they did a whole album together?
They did a whole album together.
See, this is why I need a fact checker, dog. I need a fact checker right here. But hey, it's in the process. Give me a break. We on it though. Look at my boy looking it up. You want to give the fans a little something? I mean, we could hook up to the Bluetooth right here and you can bang some shit. That's up to you. Unless you want to just get it in raw, fuck it. Let's do it.
Come on, we can go in.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it first. We're doing it right here, loud and live. We got a freestyle bonus right here, my boy. I'm gonna throw a beat on. I mean, y'all already know how I do it. We're gonna hit them with the surprise, and this is how we're gonna do things. We're gonna turn one into two things. Who was it? Tony Braxton. That's right, Tony Braxton. Shout out Tony Braxton. But at the end of the day, Tony Braxton ain't gonna save you. Let's go, my boy. We got my boy Young Dice in the building. We're gonna throw an instrumental on him. Let's see what we get. Let's do it, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. It sound like this. Look. Look. I said I'm tired of these walls, these fences and bars, towers and guards seem like everybody flawed. Quick to run to the law, and this statement right at all. These dudes act like broads, I don't understand it, dog. Woo! Nowadays, everybody trying to be something they not. Do the crime, but scared to do the time. They get caught. You the type can be bought. I'm the same round the clock. I don't care if you a cop. I swing and break the jaw. But ask about me, dog. Cross that line, I'm popping off. Just another child lost with a fist full of rocks, trying to double what it costs while avoiding the law. Watch for rivals in the park. I know the shadows in the dark. I'm swimming in the pool of sharks through them alleys, zipping dark little nigga. Big heart, searching for a head start, playing the necessary part. When you view me, no arms. You'll die. Reaching for this charm daily, I'ma blow alarm. I ain't had something wrong, only girl I love is mom. All the rest I love are gone. They too tatted on my arm. Freestyle for the mental. Don't need no pad or pencil. Cock and burst the pistol. Let the missile whistle through his bone bristle. Bitch, we live and live in color. Ain't shit funny but Wayne brothers. Ask the dead homies' mothers. Them ain't tears of joy running. Heroes ain't huffing and puffing. Unless it's an illegal substance. If you pussy, then it's coming. Pull out busting with your tummy. Red 50s, blue hundreds like some sirens in these robins. Ain't from ATL but stomping. Banged out, I lived in Compton. Like the bumper body dropping, never clock out, always clocking. Nothing good be when I'm mobbing. Go through rounds like I'm boxing. Mayweather don't do losses. Kill a nigga double cross me. I hit the plug order, go cop it, grind it double what it costs. Dumping water like a faucet. The greatest say I'm the Ross. Don't believe me, just go call him. They be like, Lil Dude the Martian. Well, I damn sure ain't no earthling swimming with sharks and fucking mermaids. Get more head than a turban. Bennett Conus tipsy swerving. 5 deep in this suburban on that bourbon. Viewing murder. Grill me, get flipped like a burger. Heat up, burn up all that blubber. Never walk a Go ahead, Dandruff.
Hey, my boy Young Dice in the building, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, hey, motherfucker, we catch people slipping all the damn time, dog, on some real shit. My boy that came in here and he just ripped it up on some real shit. That's just how we do things. We turn one into two things. We get money in a few rings on some real shit. That shit was murder, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
That shit was dope, dog. So I mean, y'all heard it here first, man. I'm like, I'm gonna try to catch him slipping. Hell no, this motherfucker came prepared. He came ripping shit up, as I knew he would, man. As I knew he would.
So,
my boy Young Dice in the building, man. This my G right here, man. Real talk, man. That shit's dope. That shit's dope. So for all those that really don't or ain't too up on your shit, like, where can we find you? Like, I mean,
man, you go to all platforms. Young Dice. My last album was Hunger Pains. It's got 22 songs on it. I just got a new single out with Yo Gotti, the Dollar for Dollar. Plus, I got one with
shout out Yo Gotti on some real shit.
Yeah. Plus, I got one with Jay Karma and Cash. It's me, Marco, and we got a video coming out for that soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. And man, I'm trying to be in the streets. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to be out here, do these shows. And hopefully, man, get the right person to hear my shit. You feel me?
You're going to make it, my boy. You're going to make it. Just keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding. And I do appreciate you. I mean, any shout outs you want to give before we do get up out of here?
Shout out to the team, NGK. You feel me? Gorgeous music. You know what I'm saying? They give me the distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? They believing in me. My fam, my peeps, all my close ones, y'all know who y'all is. And let's go. Let's get it.
Instagram, what we got?
YoungDice_2. You can look me up right there and that's on all platforms too as well. Any social media, they're all the same, whether it be BandLab or TikTok or anything. It's YoungDice_2. Same thing.
On some real shit. Yeah, we came, we saw, we conquered. I am Dr. Dandruff, your girlfriend's favorite gynecologist on the weekends. Pencil her in for a pap smear. Y'all already know what time it is. The first episode right here in Vegas. My boy Young Dice had came through. He blessed the mic, and that's just how we do things. Grind, get some. Till next time, we'll catch y'all up on some real shit. Stay tuned. We up out of here, man. On some real shit. Let's get up out of here.
Go.
Thank you for tuning in to the Dr. Dandruff Show, bringing you the finest of entertainment to the players, the pimps, and these motherfucking stars piling from miles around just to see how Dr. Dandruff be putting it down. For any questions or to get your own interview, DM Dr. Dandruff today on IG. Again, that is Dr. Dandruff on IG. For the best interviews, roasts, and just acting a motherfucking fool. Tune in to the Dr. Dandruff Podcast right here on YouTube. Dr. Dandruff's out here, baby. Dr. Dandruff's out here, baby. Dr. Dandruff's out here, baby. Dr. Dandruff's out here, baby.